Hi. Look at this over here. See how this is all bunched up? I just threw this behind my head and it doesn't look comfortable, but it's okay. Ugh. Well, that'll work. That'll work for now. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Today was a day of rest. After a pretty strenuous week of working, I decided to take the day off and spent some time with my family. Um, got a decent night's rest last night, and yeah, had to press pause on the home renovation today on the flooring because it was just I was at the point of total exhaustion. No good. So so I decided to take the day off, and let's see, I played some kickball with my boy. He won. He beat me 12-11 in 5 innings. We played three and went into two extra innings, and he got me. Played some kickball. Played. What else did I do? Had a good dinner. Had a few burgers, and some tasty treats. Had some grilled peaches and vanilla ice cream with a caramel drizzle on top. That was good. That was really good. Um, Grilled fruit is awesome. I recommend anyone go ahead and have some grilled fruit. Um, and then what else? Oh yeah, yeah. I went and saw Soilo tonight. Finally, and I would say that I could talk more about it later. I just wanted to pop on here real quick and do the daily video, do the daily check-in. And I know it's coming late tonight, but it's before sleep, so it's getting in there. I'm squeezing it in. Where a lot of people would probably just say, you know what, I'm not gonna do one. I'm not gonna do one today. It's too late. Well, I'm getting it in here because I said that I don't want to miss any more days. I missed one a few days ago, and I didn't feel good about it. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build up something consistent. And I hope that at the very least people will be able to go back and check these videos, even though there's no one watching right now. No one's watching at the moment. But in the future, when we have just bunches and bunches, oodles of subscribers, people will be able to go back and they'll say, well, how did they do it? And be like, well, we started streaming, we started making videos daily. I don't have time to sit down and edit videos together at the moment, but I will. Until then, I'm gonna do this streaming stuff every day. So here it is. Anyhow, so I saw Soilo. Here's my Soilo t-shirt, a Soy Wars story from Crypto Fashions. Um, uh, if you don't follow Ethan Van Sciver, you should, by the way. So I guess that puts me in the toxic fandom of Star Wars. Um, because I'm wearing this shirt. Because I like EVS. Because I like Uncle Ethan. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. But yeah, there's a whole thing going on about toxic fandom. Everything's toxic now. Toxic masculinity, toxic fandom. I'm sorry I'm so toxic. I'm just a ball of toxin. I'm so toxic right now. I don't even know how anyone can be around me. Anyhow, so it wasn't the worst movie ever. L337 was horrible, and I'm I'm glad that she is not in much of the movie. That's good. Um, Solo is a very particular character, Han Solo. And if you get an actor to play Han Solo and he can't make you believe that he's Han Solo, that's going to be a problem for your movie. And I think that that's probably what did this thing in, uh, at least from my perspective. It's like everyone that I've talked to about it, even people who aren't, like super into Star Wars, is like they had a tough time buying this new Solo, being the same one that they knew to be played by Harrison Ford. It's just you can't really do that with such an iconic character. If the person that you pass the torch to cannot carry the movie, you're gonna have a bad time, and that's what happened. And I don't think it should be surprising. I mean, all of the other things that people are talking about, I'm sure they played into it. Um, but yeah, you got to be able to you got to cast someone who can carry the film, and they didn't do that. I don't hate him. Aaron, what is it? I can't say his last name. He just didn't do a good job. He didn't do a good job playing Han Solo, and that's distracting. It's distracting because there were some other good actors. There were some good characters in this movie. I liked Woody Harrelson as Beckett, and Dryden Voss was good. Um, but Solo, no. And I didn't really buy Childish Gambino as Lando. I just don't think he has the same type of swag as Billy D. Williams. And again, when you are dealing with characters that are firmly established in the hearts and minds of fans spanning, you know, generations now, literally, um, it, you got to be able to match the original performance. You can put your own spin on it somehow, but you've got to be able to at least, uh, you've got to give people an opportunity to watch the movie and observe the story playing out without being distracted by the fact that this person that they're watching play this role that they already sort of have um, a very ingrained reference for in their mind. You've got to let them watch the movie without being distracted by the new actor. And I found that happening quite a bit in this movie. It's like Solo says something, you're like, that's not really how Han Solo would say that, or that's not how Lando would act. That's not how he would sound. It's just it's distracting. It was distracting to watch. But visually, I liked some of it. Some of it got too dark, I thought. Not from like a story uh, standpoint, but I mean just like visually. Some of the scenes in the movie were way too dark, and I know that they wanted to kind of cast a grittier tone over this one. It wasn't going to look like one of the main entries in the saga. It's a side story, a Star Wars story. So I wasn't expecting it to be exactly the same, and I was kind of looking forward to the darker tone and some of the darker visuals from the trailer. But like I said, some of it was just too dark, and you couldn't really. You feel like it would have benefited from some different lighting, some different colors. But some of the vibes were cool, and there's some good action in the movie. There's some good outer space action. There's some good heist action. So it does all right with that stuff, but but it just kind of falls flat, I guess. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen, um, but you want more out of a Star Wars movie, or a movie that takes place in the Star Wars universe. So that's kind of my quick general overview of it. Um, yeah. So, all right. Well, that's like 10 minutes. So I guess I'm gonna do a little reading, and then I'm going to get up in the morning, and I'm going to go back out to Lowe's, and I'm gonna buy some more sandpaper, sanding pads, uh, for my hand sander. Get back to work on that tomorrow, and see what I can get done. All right. Okay, guys. Well, no one watched this live, so if you're watching it in the future, thanks for watching, and still feel free to comment and like and subscribe and bong the gong, as we say, the notifications bell, bong that gong. And it's kind of like maybe YouTube's changed it in the future, but right now they're doing this thing where sometimes you get notifications about channels that you follow when they post new videos, and sometimes you don't. So it's just like it's a toss-up. It's like a game. It's a fun game. So if you like games, try the Bong the Gong game, and maybe you'll get notified when we post, and maybe you won't. And if you really want to find out if we're posting videos, just come here, stop by our channel every day, and give our videos a watch and share them, and do all these things that are good. All right. Well, I'll talk to you all later. Good night.